Welcome to St. James as we enter the amber stage of the pandemic and try to safely reopen our church. I'm going to go over a few changes that you'll notice when you're coming back to St. James. One of the things is you'll notice that the portable altar is at the top of the chancel steps, and there's a table down on the floor at the bottom of the chancel steps. Communion will be celebrated from the portable altar, and if you wish to receive communion, you'll come forward and receive it from that table. And you'll notice that there's a small cup on that table, and each individual communion wafer will be placed in one of these cups. I'm just going to try and zoom in on it, and hopefully you can see it. And this is one of those cups like you would see you get in a restaurant. Maybe you get coleslaw or condiments in it, something like that. And each individual communion wafer will be in that, and you'll be able to take that and communicate yourself. You'll notice on the floor there are markings. That cross is where you'll stand to receive communion, and then there's arrows pointing the direction of travel. So you'll receive communion coming up the center aisle, keeping safely apart, and then return to your pew going either to the right or the left. There are some wires and tools on the floor right now because we're in the process of installing Cat5 cable in here so that we can live stream and have a wired connection for that. So you'll see that there's arrows there going down the side aisles. You'll also notice that all of the service books, the prayer books and the hymn books are stacked in one place. They've been removed, and you'll be able to follow the service either on the screen or with the service sheets similar to what you've been receiving during the pandemic. Notice on the pews that there are blue crosses, and that is indicating a safe place to sit and that their pews are roped off. So 2 out of every 3 pews are roped off, and the crosses are placed 2 meters apart, 6 feet apart, to allow for safe distancing. So where you're sitting, you'll be 2 meters away from somebody all directions. If you're sitting with somebody in your family, in your bubble, you're welcome to sit together. And in a case like this pew, if somebody were sitting here, then we would simply not use that center cross, and perhaps people in another bubble can sit down using the cross at the end. I'm just going to walk down to the back of the church, but you'll notice on the floor that there is blue tape, and that's indicating the 6 feet apart as well as the direction of travel. You'll see the arrows that Rick Rowland has installed. At the back of the church, there is going to be a sign-in log, and this is for contact tracing. This is required by public health as well as by diocesan policy, and so at any point when you're coming into the church, you'll need to sign in. The paper on that clipboard is flipped back because of the breeze today, but that's where you will sign in. If you've RSVP'd for church, which is what we are encouraging, you'll not need to sign in. You'll just need to put a check beside your name to say that you're here. You'll also notice that we have these nylon barriers on the doors, and that's for 2 reasons. That allows us to keep the doors open to let cool air in when it's warm. Also, we'll hang a sign over it when we are at capacity to let people know that we cannot let anyone more in. So we'll be offering 2 services, a 9 a.m., which will be a Book of Common Prayer, Holy Communion, all Sundays, and then a 11 a.m., which will be Book of Alternative Services, Holy Eucharist, on all Sundays. You'll have an opportunity to RSVP with the office on the Tuesday before each Sunday, and you'll need to do that by the noon on the Thursday, and that's a way to ensure that we have enough space for you. And we will save a few spots each Sunday for visitors, but we would ask that if you're a regular at St. James, that you phone or email the office to let us know which service that you would like to come to. We look forward to welcoming you back to St. James. God bless.